Haha, working. Nice video. Okay. I just need to wait for the video output. Yay! Think we're ready to begin. Yes? Think so.
Okay. I've collected all the puzzle pieces.
The west side window.
There'll be champagne as soon as we arrive in DC.
I'm very sorry, sir, but she wasn't aboard.
I don't know who you are.
Oh, start with the recap then.
This piece of the past has been solved. Marshall, are you really sentimental enough to hold on to a pen that can't even write? Unexpected. Most unexpected. You seem quite different from the man I first imagined you to be, but that doesn't mean you're totally free from suspicion.
I told you
The same trick won't work twice.
Damn it!
Although it's still the first time for you. The Fenway Park ticket was a used ticket.
What?
The seat cover pattern is cherry blossom and snow.
What are you rambling about?
The destination is in the other direction. The sun can be seen from the windows on the right side. In other words, the aircraft is flying south.
Explain yourself clearly!
I am David Young, a private detective who also collaborates with the BPD. Now you, Derek Buchanan, I consider you suspicious. If you are the one I'm after, you're gonna remain heavily involved in my investigation from now on. So let me give you this warning. I'll do whatever it takes to achieve my goal. I'll never give up. Even if it means I have to get in your way. So be ready for that. Oh, one other thing. Something I probably ought to mention. According to the BPD files, you get killed while transporting the courier known as Rabbit.
Oh, God. What the hell? I'm going to be killed?
Antonio Zapatero and Olivia Jones. They vanished right in front of my eyes. Literally, vanished. But they didn't vanish at all. They were never on this flight. This isn't the AG Flight 117 of Boston. It's a different aircraft, heading for Washington. In other words, they didn't vanish. I moved. It must have happened at that moment. I used the broken fountain pen to come further back in time. I don't feel anything from either one anymore.
David, why do you shave your beard every day? It was just starting to grow out. Such a waste.
Little Peggy, what should I do? Damn it.
Thought it.
I didn't see you again this time either, little Peggy.
A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight. Does that sound possible to you?
Unbelievable.
What are we doing here?
This place
going down. Fucking with my fake eye, weren't you? No more messing with this puppy. I'm knocking this one out of the park. Let him go.
He vanished? Never talk to me again.
Next time I'll break more than you watch.
Damn it.
David.
This is a story of a man with a very strange fate.
Hey, look. It's like I've grown wings.
Who are you, mister? Hey, mister, who are you?
I'm David Young. Who are you?
David? You're David? There's a spot-billed duck with her duckling over there. Let's play with them.
How? Detective who investigates the past.
Mister, are you really David Young? You don't look like what I imagined. I heard you were really cool looking. Why do you have a beard like that? It's kind of scary.
You laugh at scary things. I'm gonna push you. Little brat.
know? I almost died once.
Kid.
Can you believe it? The ice on the lake just started to crack. I was so scared. But my two dads saved me. My two wonderful dads.
You have two dads? Is this a modern family? Well, nice to know that you survived. Ah,
Let's go! Let's play with the family of ducks.
they appear to be frozen.
What are you doing here, David?
It's a huge joke.
I'm looking for something.
Something?
Yeah, something.
So, what is it?
A lead that will let me meet someone special one more time.
She's pretty
A
special.
lead? What does it look like?
I don't know.
What'll you do once you find it?
I'm gonna change the past.
You can't change the past, David.
Shit.
Little Peggy.
You can't change the past. You do know that, don't you, David?
No. I can do it. I'm going to change it.
Time is always moving into the future. It's always been that way.
But
You can't change the past. You just have to accept it. I belong to the past. I'm dead, David.
no!
I am dead. I am dead. I'm dead. Dead. I am dead. I'm dead.
It's always this way. When I'm diving into the past, and I fall asleep, I get knocked out, I end up back here. Teddy! Teddy?
Oh.
Teddy! It's really gotten late. This belongs to the person who jumped me on the passenger flight. If this is a fragment of some sunglasses, then that narrows it down to only one suspect. But is he really the type to use a stun gun? It's no good. The piece is unfitting. Little Peggy. Huh? Teddy's laptop. Murders related to real blood.
Look for D.
That's what he said.
Why does he even bother with a password? He's using geographical profiling.
Oh, Maine? Is this dude
BPD, the hockey rink, Diana's cafe, the Oldman Clinical Research Lab, this apartment, and the house little Peggy grew up in. Teddy, just what the hell are you investigating? Morning, little Peggy.
Good morning, David. Oh, yeah. Don't push yourself too hard. So, don't keep me in suspense. Tell me, how's the case going?
The mementos are all gone.
What? How'd that happen?
Someone attacked me.
What kind of attack?
Felt like electricity. A stun gun or something. Knocked me right out.
So we're back to square one.
No. I do have this.
Doesn't look like much.
What it looks like is a lens from some sunglasses.
And what does that mean?
Tell me, Teddy. Do federal marshals use stun guns?
At their discretion, maybe.
But why would Derek Buchanan use one? That muscle-bound, hard-headed old schooler.
I don't know. Must have been an on-the-spot kind of thing.
Changing the subject, Teddy. Can I ask you something?
No.
Did someone come here last night?
What makes you think that?
Amanda's sleeping on top of the TV. She's shy around new people.
Oh, yeah, okay. Someone did. Just an informant for a case I'm working on. Don't make that face, David. I'm sorry for calling him here, all right? Forgive me, all right? Huh? Oh, yeah, just forget about all that, all right? Right now, you need to concentrate on the case of the vanishing courier. This one is linked to D. That's what my gut tells me. My detective gut.
Not that good.
Not my beer one. Whoa!
Ah. Reappearing. Oh, nice. Mickey Norman's Twilight Report. I arrived in Boston tracking the mysterious incidents of spontaneous combustion and obtained information that the victims were all drug addicts. Could their poison of choice have some connection to the conflagration that claimed their lives? However, rationally speaking, I can't believe there's any drugs in the world that can cause a fire inside the body of the user. This case, however, is also already far away from anything I would call rationality. In order to obtain further information about this drug that turns you into a god, I used my connection in certain quarters to arrange an introduction with a specialist in the field. The stage of our secretive meetings was a bar in the city, and the man, a former drug pusher, who asked to be called only N. At least someone's not D. I immediately asked him about the drug that turns you into a god. According to N, the term drug that turns you into a god is the common description applied to a series of drugs with a long history, the blood series. It's been quite a while since blood first appeared on the market, but the flow has supposedly continued since that time, gradually evolving along the way. N retired from drug dealing could offer no current information on the presence of blood in the market, but confirmed that prior to rethinking his life just a few years ago, it could still be found by those in the know. Finally, I am not ashamed to admit, dear reader, paragon of journalism, thought you know me to be. However, hesitantly, I ask about that one responsible for the distribution of blood. After that build-up, however, the reply was something of a disappointment. The distribution route for blood has apparently always remained a complete mystery. I parted ways with N, returned to my hotel. That is where I am now, writing this. My talk with the reformed or otherwise criminal revealed that the drug that turns you into a god is called blood, but also failed to provide my next lead. Feels like maybe I've missed my chance to solve this highly compostable mystery, but I'm not going to give up just yet. I hope you look forward to my next update. A new star rises in Fenway Park. Special report. In the right field stands at Fenway Park. There's one seat painted red, known as the Lone Red Seat. It marks the spot where the longest recorded home run hit in the history of the park landed. Knocked there by the greatest hitter who ever lived, Ted Williams, in 1946. Now the stadium has seen a home run that came close to matching this record. On May 8th, fresh-faced rookie Tom Taylor hit his first ever home run in Fenway Park after making his debut in the majors. It was the bottom of the 7th, 2 outs with 1 on base, and Taylor took a mighty full swing at the very first pitch. The hit sailed over the outfield and landed high in the right stands. It achieved such distance, in fact, that some immediately thought it had cleared the distance record, but unfortunately it accidentally touched down 1 row in front of the Lone Red Seat. Taylor just missed out on the record. In the moment of the pitch, I swung before I even had time to think. My body was ahead of my head. Those were the moments that almost always turn out as a home run, Taylor commented. This rookie obviously has supreme confidence in his hitting ability. In regard to failing to match the record, Taylor did comment, "It's a shame I didn't beat the record, but also displays satisfaction, which is It's a shame I didn't beat the record, but also displayed satisfaction, which is still impressive home run achievement. I'm just glad I made a contribution to the team."
The first flush toilet was built in 2200 BC. Will your 30-year-old self like the tattoo your 20-year-old self picked?
was almost incomprehensible.
Just because someone is fat, it doesn't mean they eat everything they see. Fat people can be picky too.
Whoa! Amanda? Be a good girl and hand that over. Give it back! Come on! Ow! Oh, ow, ow! Wait! Flames over this meal! You can't hide from me.
Hey, woo! That tickles.
What? Here, eat this.
Not enough salt.
That's it. Good girl. Just stay still. Quit it! Stop throwing stuff! Now that's expensive! Huh? Hold it!
Oh! David! Are you gonna destroy the entire house?
You can help out, you know!
Yes, gotcha!
Now, Teddy!
This is the end, Amanda.
Give me the ball! David! No! I don't think so! Teddy, this is a memento.
A memento? The baseball? How come? How the hell did that get in among the evidence anyway?
Because I got involved in its past. I changed this ball into a memento. Maybe I really can change the past.
David.
We're restarting this investigation. I've made the connection, little Peggy.
The ball that the courier threw in the airplane. Somehow it found its way into the evidence, and Amanda claimed it as her toy. I got involved with it, so it transformed into a memento. With this, I should be able to get back inside that plane. Weird.
Waste of a good breakfast.
Yes.
So the DEA was also protecting the courier?
Yeah, you could say that.
I thought as much. So why didn't you tell me?
I wasn't hiding it. Just thought too much information at once might confuse you.
Teddy, you gotta be kidding me. I got a gun shoved in my face thanks to your little omission. Do you know the name of the agent they were using?
I can find out, sure. For now, I only know that there are 2 of them.
One is Olivia Jones. She had a gun, so there's no question about her.
That leaves 1 more. You can find them on your own, right?
I've already got a solid hunch. Just how in the loop is the BPD anyway?
Enough to carry out a joint investigation. Let's leave it at that.
But you don't even know the agents' names.
That's for their own protection. I don't need to tell you that undercover work is life and death stuff. Who wouldn't want to keep their names hidden, huh?
Have you been investigating the link between Real Blood and the murder cases?
Yeah, something caught my attention.
Isn't that Homicide's job?
No, it's all narcotics.
Is it related to this case?
Maybe in the big picture. But you don't need to worry about that now. Just concentrate on the missing courier.
Do you think little Peggy's case is also connected to Real Blood?
Who knows? Listen, David. New cases happen every day. Which cases are connected to each other and how? We spend every waking moment of our lives trying to figure out that stuff. Don't hurry to an answer. The truth isn't gonna run away.
If you had a special power, a gift, would you want to change the past?
You know, for everything I want to change, there's something else in my past that I couldn't bear to lose. All you can do is accept the past and move on.
But what if it's too hard to accept?
Even if you managed to change that one little bit, it wouldn't be enough to change your life. All you can do now is accept the past. That's why you need to find the courier's evidence. That's how you'll resolve your past. And I'll do whatever I can to help you.
When I was attacked, Derek Buchanan was the only one on the plane wearing sunglasses. We had a little encounter prior to that as well. I was also close to his seat when I was attacked.
Sounds like the marshal is the one who attacked you then.
Maybe, but it still doesn't make sense to me.
He was killed in the line of duty. He may have been involved in something really bad.
The marshal's name starts with a D.
Even more suspicious.
But let's say he is the boss behind Real Blood. Why would he go out of his way to make contact with Zapatero then?
I don't know.
If he wanted to shut him up, he could just send out someone else.
What if he didn't want anyone else to see the courier's evidence? Or maybe he wanted to execute the guy himself for some reason. I mean, it sounds plausible to me.
Execute the guy himself? Teddy. Why would he want to do that?
I don't know. What if it was you?
Me? Revenge. That's the only thing I couldn't trust anyone else.
Revenge? Yeah, certainly a possibility. But there were no past points of contact between the marshal and the courier.
That reminds me. The marshal had a picture of his family.
What's so special about that?
You said all his belongings were unclaimed and set to be disposed of. That's how I was able to get my hands on his badge.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'd have to investigate a bit more. But maybe he's estranged from his family for some reason.
The electricity that shocked me felt a little different from a stun gun.
What do you mean?
I never felt the electrodes. When I was hit by a stun gun in training, I remember feeling the electrodes first. I didn't feel anything back there. It was as though the electricity in the air came alive and struck me.
This all happened in a split second, right? You sure you aren't overanalyzing this?
Nah.
Huh. What do you think just got knocked over? Good. Now you're acting sensible. Huh. What do you think just got knocked over? David, are you out of your mind? You waste what I make, and then you ask me to make you more.
Just some coffee will be fine.
Oh, why do I even bother? Fine, fine. Can't start a good day without a good breakfast. Now sit down. I'll let you off easy today.
What happened with Diana?
Another one. Why are you asking me that?
Hey, you've hardly touched your meal.
You got a hot dog. He's eating with the bone.
You know how it is. Same old, same old.
Something more serious than clam chowder this time?
You're eating a hot dog with a knife and...
This one's a bit different. It'll be okay, David, all right? Things just got a little bit complicated right now. It'll work itself out.
Yeah, I know that one.
It will?
Yeah, it will.
Still, I can't help but feel that all you two ever do is fight. And you never even seem to entertain the notion of splitting up. You've got quite a strange relationship.
Well, I may have met her here, but we're both from New York originally. We think alike, you know?
So then why all the fights?
I guess. It's probably my fault.
Yeah.
Take, if you will, this hot dog. What's this Frank made from, huh?
Pork, right?
That's right.
Three sausage?
Here in Boston, when you say hot dog, people think pork. But in New York, it's all about beef. In other words, for Diana, even hot dogs mean beef.
She doesn't like that you eat pork hot dogs?
She thinks I've forsaken my hometown. She can't forgive me for that, so she gets all tough on me.
So she loves you, but she also loves her hometown just as much.
Yeah. Will I ever be able to win out against the Big Apple?
God only knows.
You said it.
The rise of the New Blood series strains. 2004 was a nightmare of a year for those involved in the case. The rapid influx of BC blood cell was followed almost immediately by the appearance of new strains, one after the other. The B2s blood cell 2.0, B3's B4s with each generation further strain spread. Due to the common elements of there being a red powder, they came to be known as the blood series. Due to the extreme high and so-called divine physical reaction, the drugs quickly created many addicts, in turn leading to a rapid increase in victims suffering terrible final moments. The flow was restricted with clear market control and the disparity of the victims impeding the investigation. No arrests have been made yet. Oh, this is long. No, this is long. Abuse of the blood series has an extreme high mortality rate, but the direct cause of death is extremely limited. In the lab they have been shown to be drugs with effect that modern military remains unable to explain, such as bringing dead mice back to life or curing cancer in a matter of hours. Crazy! Opposing this, a large number of bizarre deaths has also been reported. Burned alive by a seemingly spontaneous combustion, drowned in own bodily fluids, even extreme and irregular muscle contraction, reducing an individual to a 40 centimeter cube. What is this? The reaction for all of these are unclear, but in many cases, users who experience no problem with one strain of the blood series then quickly died after using a different strain, leading to a report of selective compatibility and rejection reaction. Mortality rates for a single version display equivalency with other drugs, allowing those with compatibility for a certain strain to become addicted to it. Then, however, the version changes. Users move to the new blood series because it's easier to get, and that is the one that kills them. The chance of being compatible with all versions is said to be just 9%. The rapid development of the blood series over such a short space of time is certainly something to be afraid of. Am I playing a game or reading a novel here? September 2004. The grotesque crime scenes and bizarre deaths due to the blood series were placed under strict media control, but a leak to the mass media finally brought it out into the open. The restrictions collapsed and the drug became a social problem, falling into the hands of everyone, including students. The city moved to catch up with popular opinions, and this led to the establishment of a special narcotic department inside the BPD. Detectives were selected from inside the department for the unit, and the full force of resources poured into the exposing the unit series. The number of blood series versions discovered that year was 14, and the total number of deaths increased to 745. Oh, nice full statement. Well, I did eat a lot. Science into the future, crossing the walls of time. It has long been a dream of mankind to travel through time, from the past to the future, and from the future to the past, as easily as making another kind of trip. That's weird. This concept, generally called time travel, had once been considered something that would remain forever in the realm of science fiction. However, in recent years, a variety of research have been conducted into time travel, and it has already been proven that theoretically time travel is possible. That said, the methodology lies outside of the general concept of time travel. It's an inability to go to the past, with travel only possible into the future, and that travel itself taking a long time. That kind of time travel into the future is theorized to be possible in a number of ways. In these pages we're going to introduce a method of time travel that uses speed. There's a famous thought experiment called light cloak that deals with this concept. Imagine a tube with a light emitter at one end and a light receiver at the other. If the tube is 1 second long, a length that requires 1 second for the light to cover, the light will reach the receiver 1 second after the emitter emits it. If the tube is then moved sideways incredibly quickly, the distance the light from the emitter will have to travel to reach the receiver will become longer than 1 light second, and so the light should be longer to reach the receiver in 1 second. However, the speed of light is uniform, and therefore the time it takes for a second to pass inside the tube will remain the time it takes for the light to travel between the emitter and the receiver. This means that the flow of time inside the tube will be slower than the flow of time outside. This means that if you were to create a vehicle that can travel at incredible speeds and then spend time inside of it, you would have traveled into the future once you stepped outside again. However, incredible cost and technology would be required in order to create such a vehicle, and so, unfortunately, it currently lies beyond the scope of human possibility. However, in the future, these issues may be resolved, and time travel might as well become a reality. Then what happens? Would you have the bravery to take a one-way trip into the future? And what future would lie beyond a future in which time travel is already possible? Well, why is BitDuel free from inflation? BitDuel is a digital virtual currency that can be used for any and all transactions in any country as long as both the involved parties agree. If you have a computer and the special excavation software called Golden Pick, anyone can create mine BitDuels. So why doesn't inflation occur, and how is a stable supply maintained? The secret lies in the Golden Pick itself. The mining software not only manages the assets of the users performing the mining, but also controls the distribution volume and point of issues of BitDuel, along with overall reserves. As users increase and the market becomes more active, adjustments are made to keep the market flush with BitDuel, and on the other hand, if volume increases too much, then further mining is restricted. The system means that the total volume of BitDuel in the world will remain constant even if the number of users mining it suddenly increase, and this maintains the value of the currency. At a glance, this looks like a system that would quickly collapse, but it actually has a clever system in place to maintain the value of its currency. This software is also completely open source, and this fair and secure system is the aspect that our magazine believes sets BitDuel so far apart from other digital currencies. It's definitely another prime example of the requirement for the reliability and the trustworthiness even in the digital world. However, there's still one mystery about BitDuels. The one who wrote this incredible program in the first place remain unknown and anonymous. Just what kind of person created this vast digital currency network? Rest assured, we will continue to pursue the mysteries of BitDuel in the future. This set doesn't have any pets. Why would I? Panda. Ui. Costume for her too. This is so weird. Amanda, she seems to like it. Amanda loves presents. And just keep making her happy. She does all the shopping after all, so it's worth staying on her good side. Wait. Why would I want to change out?
First on the scene was Dr. August Oldman, the man who raised little Peggy. The shock was so great, it turned his hair white overnight. According to his testimony, by the time he found Peggy, I wasn't there anymore. As luck would have it, someone had already taken me to the hospital and stuck me in the ICU. After recovering and returning home, I found him there.
How did it come to this? Little Peggy. David Young, do you think the past can be changed?
At that moment, all I could do was stand there. But now...
You hear about David? Seems he has no memory of the night of the incident.
According to his statement, the only thing he does remember are the final words of the victim.
What did she say?
Look for D.
D? Bet you it's D for David.
This is so weird. What?
It's okay. There's no problem.
David! You can't change the past. Facing the past changes your perception of it. This memento, it's the same. You didn't change the past. Just how you perceive.
Teddy, you always help me out. Thanks, partner.
Hey, David!
Teddy, I'm sorry. No matter what you say, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna find Dee and save her life. That's why I need the courier's evidence. Olivia. So, we're below the seats now. Bloodstains?
You can't go there.
What happened after the lightning strike? Huh. Olivia.
Don't move. How did you get down here? Just who the hell are you?
I'm a private detective. David Young. Formerly a detective with the BPD. I used to wear a badge too.
You think I'll buy that?
That's up to you.
Delta calling Eagle. Delta calling Eagle. The Federal Marshal, Derek Buchanan, got my gun. He's taking the target toward the front of the aircraft. I'm unable to guarantee safety with him.
The Marshal's moving the courier. Then we need to get up there.
I said don't move!
I'm leaving.
Move back again and I'll shoot!
No, you won't.
I can't let you go!
There's something I have to do.
Wait! Freeze! Ow! Wait! Wait. This is pathetic.
Ow.
God damn it!
I'll share my shoulder if you'll share your radio and gun. A temporary ceasefire.
Can I trust you?
Like I said, that's up to you.
This is the space below the passenger seating. If we move between the luggage, we'll be able to reach below the cockpit. Now let's hurry and catch up to them.
Looking closely, the differences become quite clear. But she still bears a strong resemblance to little Peggy.
Is something the matter? Let's just keep moving.
and looking through other people's luggage. Look for D. I know.
Fight, David.
Little Peggy. Wait. Am I supposed to see the world in 4D? Look for D.
Oh, sister.
Her words keep ringing in my head. Expensive tequila. I don't have time for this right now. Huh? Gas is spurting out. That should do it. Always good to put a lid on dangerous things. That should do it. Always good to put a lid on dangerous things. Why would the Marshal take Antonio Zapatero hostage?
I have no idea. You're one to talk anyway. Seems like you'll do just about anything for your investigation. Are you really just a private detective?
I'm going after the courier, at the request of the BPD.
The BPD?
Your people asked for the cooperation.
I wasn't aware of that.
Sorry, I meant will ask.
Huh?
Whoa! Oh, shit! It's no good. Can't get it open. Okay, we've got to find the flashlight.
Very well. Let's do that.
Found it. The flashlight bulb.
Oh, fuck.
Found it! This tube must be the body of the flashlight. We found the flashlight, but still no batteries.
They might have rolled back behind all the junk in here.
Then we'll never find them. Let's look for something we can use instead.
Yes, okay.
That's it. The radio. The radio runs on batteries.
Quick, let's get out of here.
David.
What do you think I am? Your girlfriend?
Olivia, why is the DEA going after real blood? There are plenty of other drugs causing issues on a national scale.
You're right. There are many other drugs we need to go after, but somehow, real blood feels different from those. It feels more twisted, more dangerous than something just being used as a source of income. We've found a lot of strange corpses and incidents related to real blood. People with all their skin reversed, drowned in the absence of water.
Or bodies with all the blood removed from their body.
You know something about real blood, don't you?
Maybe. Looks like those gunshots came from here.
The machinery section is through there. Looks like the door is locked.
So there was a skirmish here, and then he ran further inside.
No power.
There's no power. Damn it! Almost got it. Huh?
Shit.
Are you okay?
Olivia, did you see that guy?
See who? What did you see?
Things are worse than I thought.
That is what I need to make.
restore power in this section.
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
I've got you watching my back, and you're still keeping things from me?
Look, I'm not hiding anything.
Then what is it?
It just seems so pointless that I was hesitant to bring it up.
Now you're practically begging me to show some interest.
I see what you mean. Just please don't get mad.
Out with it.
Okay. What's the capital of Brazil?
Sao Paulo, right?
No, that's incorrect.
Okay. Rio de Janeiro.
That's the old capital.
Does it really matter what the capital of Brazil is?
Not really, I guess. But I just can't get it out of my mind. It's making me quite upset.
Now she's got me thinking about it. And how can I expect her to watch my back when she's worried about something like that? If only there was a world map down here.
Okay.
We have to open that door in order to proceed to the next section. It should open as long as electricity is being supplied to it.
What happened after the lightning strike?
Immediately after, the marshal suddenly took the witness hostage and shouted that he had obtained the evidence. Philip and I pursued him this far, but then I hurt my leg.
So he's DEA too?
Yes. He's an excellent agent.
Can he be trusted?
What's that supposed to mean? He's made many arrests, especially in real blood cases. There is one thing I'd like to ask you about. One of the heavy users we arrested once said something. Real blood can awaken special powers.
Sounds like a junkie, all right.
But that word, he didn't say talents or sensations. He said powers. Special powers. Those words just stuck with me. Maybe they have some connection to those bizarre corpses.
You really think superhuman powers exist?
I don't know. But among the bodies I've seen up until now, some looked like they had been touched by the light of God, while others looked as if they had been desecrated by the devil himself. It's hard for me to accept even now. But maybe, just maybe, there do exist powers beyond the scope of human understanding.
What if you had the power to go back in time?
I wouldn't want it. The present and the future are all I care about.
And what if I had that power?
Huh? You? You've got to be kidding me.
Cell phone? No, it's a PDA. Not a standard retail model either. That light means there's been a missed call. I knew it was his. Oh man. A special training program for undercover operations? Even the military uses games for training now, huh? I guess I can give it a try.
Enhance your intelligence and take your skills to the next level. The Ministry of Justice is here to support your every endeavor. Your head may be empty now, but we're going to change that. Now let's get started. Initializing the aircraft test maniac level.
Maniac.
Answer 5 questions correctly to complete this level. One wrong answer and you will fail instantly. How are the telephones on international flights connected to the ground? Correct. Recently, internet connection services have been implemented. They also link to a satellite that connects them to the ground. What is the lifespan of a standard aircraft? Correct. When maintenance becomes more expensive than a replacement, aircraft are put to rest. With perfect maintenance, some can keep flying for 50 years. What's the name of the aircraft check in which every part is disassembled? Incorrect. Maintenance would never end in that case. Try bringing it down a little. Game over. Don't give up. Try again. Initializing answer 5. How are the telephones on international flights connected to the... Correct. Recently, they also... What is the life... Correct. When with perfect maintenance. What's the name of the... Correct. Maintenance checks are ranked from A to D. The D check involves docking the aircraft for 1 month and takes a very long time. The time when accidents are most likely to occur is called the critical. Correct. The critical 11 minutes. Accidents usually happen in the 3 minutes after takeoff and 8 before landing. This is the time when concentration and care are most required. How thick is the thickest part of the outer wall of the aircraft body? Incorrect. This isn't an armored aircraft, so there's no need to go overboard. Consider that game over. Don't keep... Initial answer 5. How are the telephones on international? Correct. They also link to a satellite. What is the lifespan? Correct. When maintenance with perfect... What's the name of the aircraft? Correct. Maintenance the D check. The time when accidents are... Correct. Accidents. This is the time when How thick is the thickest part of the outer wall of the aircraft body? Correct. Made from titanium and aluminum, it's designed to resist internal pressure. The minimum thickness is 1 millimeter. Surprisingly thin, isn't it? All questions in the aircraft test maniac level have been answered correctly. Congratulations. However, we're only just getting started. Now we will proceed to the aircraft test gate level. It will initialize as soon as you are ready.
Okay, come on.
Initializing the aircraft test gate level. Answer 5 questions correctly to complete this level. One wrong answer and you will fail instantly. What are fixed wings that have no propulsion called? Incorrect. Look game, don't give up. Initialize answer 5. What are... Correct. Space shuttles also land using gliding. What does VTOL stand for?
Vertical takeoff and landing. I
Correct. These aircraft and can fly. They're mainly military. What is the name given to the type of stunt flying that was popular in the 1920s? Correct. They pulled off all sorts of dangerous stunts, including tennis on the wings. How is a jet engine ignited? Correct. You can see they create compressed air. How does a helicopter land safely if the engine is damaged? In the mode game mode, don't give up. Initial answer 5 questions. What are... Correct. Spaceship. What does VTOL stand? Correct. These air and can fly. They're mainly... What is the name? Correct. They pulled off. How is a jet? Correct. You can see the heat they create. How does a helicopter? Correct. Downward airflow is used to turn the rotors and gently descend. It's the same principle behind a leaf that rolls down to the ground. All questions in the aircraft test gate level have been answered correctly. Congratulations, you are very well informed.
Yay.
But we aren't finished yet. Now, it's time for the last section of the aircraft test. The cult level will begin as soon as you are ready.
Okay.
Starting the aircraft test cult level, please answer within 5 seconds. 10 correct answers in a row are required. Which gas is used in modern airships? Correct. Gases that might... How much water is used in a single flush of a passenger toilet? Sorry, incorrect. Game over. Don't give up. Try. Starting the please and 10 correct. Which gas is used? Correct. Gases that might How much water is used in a single flush of a passenger toilet? Correct. Of course, the waste is stored in a tank rather than being ejected outside. What provides propulsion when a jet aircraft is on the runway? Correct. A tow truck is used to go backward or move very slowly. Who made the first successful solo transatlantic air crossing in 1927?
Yeah.
Correct. He also crossed the Pacific in 1931. What time is the cockpit clock set to? Correct. The time difference is always accounted for during flights. Why is a choke used instead of brakes in order to keep the aircraft stationary? Correct. If brakes were applied, the temperature would cause the discs and pads to melt. Why do cabin attendants give out candy during the flight? Correct. Building up saliva and then swallowing is one way to clear your ears. Why is the cockpit on the second floor in a jumbo jet? Sorry, incorrect. Game over. Don't give up. Try again. Starting the aircraft test code level, please answer 10 Which gas? Correct. Gas. How much? Correct, of course. What provides propulsion? Correct. A tow truck. Who made the first? Correct. He also crossed. What time is? Correct. The time different. Why is it? Correct. If brakes were. Why do? Correct. Building up. Why is the cockpit? Correct. In a cargo plane, the entire body is used as cargo space. Why do airplanes have round windows? Correct. Corners create focal points for stress, which can create cracks. Which aircraft can take off and land from a runway and go into space? You've got a game over. Don't give up. Try again. Starting the please and 10 correct. Which gas is? Correct. Gas is the. How much water is? Correct, of course. What provides? Correct. A tow truck. Who made the? Correct. He also crossed. What time is? Correct. The time different. Why is it? Correct. If brakes. Why do? Correct. Building up. Why is the correct. In a cargo. Why do airplane? Correct. Corner. Which aircraft can take off? Sorry, game over. Don't give up. Starting the please and 10 correct answers in a row. Which gas is used? Correct. Gas is that. How much water? Correct, of course. What provide? Correct. A tow truck. Who made the first? Correct. He also crossed. What time? Correct. The time different. Why is it chip? Correct. If brakes were. Why do? Correct. Building up. Why is the cockpit? Correct. In a cargo plane. Why do? Correct. Corners create. Which aircraft can take off and land? Correct. We've already moved beyond the airplanes and into space. All questions correct. Congratulations. You have correctly answered all the questions.
Oh, thank God.
Now your head isn't totally empty anymore. Success in the field during a dangerous, undercover operation hinges entirely on your continued, daily regimen of training. Remember, you are undercover until you get home. I hope we'll meet again for a different genre in the future.
Wow, I ended up completing them all. This PDA though, don't tell me he forgot it on purpose. Well, I guess I'll find out up ahead. That was fun, in more ways than one.
Film history. In 1895, the first ever live-action footage was screened by Lumiere Brothers. The images were showed enthralled all who saw them and quickly developed into a new form of popular entertainment. This was the beginning of the long history of film. As the medium evolved, running times became longer and stories were added. In 1927, sound was finally added, and it was the birth of the so-called talkie. Color film came along fairly soon after that, but it was a while before color movies really took hold. This was followed by the development of special photography techniques, computer graphics and other technology, eventually leading us to modern movie production. However, the history of the film also has a darker, sadder moment. Film has been used as a tool of politicians and propaganda, and there was a time when creating freedom was curtailed. War and the destruction of art has led to the loss of many irreplaceable works. However, the medium film has overcome all of these obstacles and stands as one of the representative forms of entertainment in our modern times. This is the result of the tireless hard work of everyone who has supported the film industry throughout its history, and their spirits is carried into the upcoming generations of new talent. Oh boy. Government conspiracy? The terrifying truth behind man-made lighting. We have received terrifying information from a credible source. This information provides the full and terrible details of the American government's weather control weapon, which allows the top US brass to cause lightning strikes anywhere in the world. More than 5,000 people have already been victims of this diabolical device. Our source is a highly regarded meteorologist, Mr. K, assumed name. Mr. K reveals that the American government developed the device for generating man-made lightning back in 2002, then lost it into orbit disguised as a satellite. The government can now target anyone whom they wish to remove and makes it look like a complete accident. This is the terrible reality under which we now live. That was Mr. K's summation of the situation during our interview. Is it truly possible to create man-made light? Some may doubt it, but such devices have already been developed privately, which are mainly used in developing measures for protecting against lightning. However, according to Mr. K, the device owned by the American government is far more powerful and is precise enough to strike a single individual from orbit. However, in order to use this device, a small transmitter has to be placed on the target. It looks like nothing more than a small fraction of metal. American government agents placed this transmitter on the target, perhaps hiding it in their belongings, perhaps directly placing it beneath the skin of the target. If you can place something on the... Mr. K himself has apparently had just such a transmitter embedded in his body in the past. He proceeded to show us the metal fragment which he had to be surgically removed. But it did indeed look like nothing more than a fragment of metal. We are under constant government surveillance. Our very lives are in their hands. I want more people to be aware of this chilling fact. Like those other noble whistleblowers before him, Mr. K is trying to warn the unaware masses of the governmental conspiracy that looms above them. Isn't there a call for more people to be aware of this truth and to take the brave and bold action that they so clearly demand? I do read it. I have learned. Go back. What are you doing?
What's wrong?
The capital of Brazil is Brasilia. Here, check out the map.
Oh, that's it! Brasilia! After achieving independence, they moved the capital to promote growth inland. Why couldn't I remember that? Thank you. I feel so much better.
Glad to hear it. There's nothing as annoying as a memory you just can't quite recall. Trust me, I feel your pain. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you. I'm not really sure how to say this.
No need to worry. As you can see, even without my memories, I'm still alive.
No, that's not what I was talking about. There's actually something else I'm having trouble remembering.
Go on.
Timothy Dalton. He starred as 007 in 2 films, License to Kill and... what?
Huh?
Timothy Dalton was James Bond in only 2 movies, and I simply can't remember what the other one was. The 007 series is my Bible. How could I forget something so basic?
So the DEA hires 007 nuts. Interesting. Well, I did say I would help her. I'll tell her the answer if I figure it out. I could always check a movie magazine at home.
Well, let's try.
What's wrong?
Your question?
About Dalton?
Yeah. His two 007 movies were License to Kill and The Living Daylights.
Oh my god! That's it! The Living Daylights. The most realistic James Bond film. That's a quote from Princess Diana. See? It's even got the royal seal of approval.
So that's everything, right? Now you can concentrate on the investigation?
Oh, wait.
There's more?
This really doesn't matter, but...
Come on, spill it. If it doesn't matter, then we should just get it out of the way.
Okay, here goes. What's the difference between bourbon and scotch?
Bourbon whiskey is made in Bourbon, Kentucky, while Scotch whiskey is made in Scotland.
Wow, okay.
Both of them are whiskey. It's common sense.
Okay. Then what's the difference between a cafe au lait and a cafe latte?
Oh, jeez.
It's okay if you don't know. I'll just look it up on the internet later.
No, I know this one too. I just need a little time. That's a fairly common question. I've even discussed it in the past with Teddy. It was around the time we got a cappuccino machine for the kitchen. Your question?
About Dalton?
Yeah. His two double License to Kill.
Oh my god, that's it. The Living... that's...
So,
this really...
Come on, if it... While Scotch whiskey, both of them, it's...
Okay, then what's the difference between a It's okay if you don't know. I'll just look it up on the internet.
No, I just need a... That's a fairly common... I've even discussed it, and it was around the time...
Is something the matter?
A cafe au lait is drip coffee and milk. A cafe latte is espresso and milk. That's the cold hard truth.
Right. I guess everyone knows that. I still get them mixed up, though. Maybe because they both have milk in them. Wait, then what's a cappuccino?
It's a cafe latte with foamy milk.
Oh, is that so?
I figured you'd ask me that, so I checked up on that too.
Thank you for all your help. It really feels like I've cleared out the cobwebs.
Glad to hear it. And I got to learn that you joined the DEA due to your admiration for 007.
Hey, you aren't going to tease me about that, are you?
I'm not gonna answer that.
I've got a good idea about the identity of that thing back there. But in that case, what's the marshal playing at?
Just over 2 years ago, there was a detective who quit over a real blood murder. Sounds like he was forced out under suspicion of possibly killing his wife. The report also says he was critically injured, including some memory loss. What do you think this former detective is doing now?
What's your point?
Please, answer me.
I didn't kill her.
I knew it was you. You're the detective from that case. And that's why you've muscled in on this one. What are you after? Don't tell me. Revenge?
Listen.
Back off. I can't let you become any more involved in this.
Olivia, wait.
Hands up! Don't move. Place your hands behind your head and lie down on the ground.
On the floor?
Lie down on the ground, now!
Floor? Not outside.
Olivia, get your head down! Ow! Damn it! Olivia?
I'm okay. Eagle calling Delta. Agent Cheney, please respond. Philip!
Oh no.
Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
I was fast.
Gotcha. Oh. Huh? Hurry. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Run, 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 run.
Okay.
Marshal, please, don't do anything stupid. What am I doing? I need to hurry up and find the marshal.
Why such a scary face, Mr. Young?
Let me through here.
You really look quite dreadful. It reminds me of... Yes. When you were undercover agent David Young.
That's in the past.
How typical. Mr. Young. You weren't burned. However, sometimes those who play with fire do get scorched. You should take note of that.
What? How did he?
Being cramped up is also an experience.
I'm not gonna talk to him. It's gonna take for
Clovis?
Yes. Clovers are integral to your memories of her.
How do you know that?
Mr. Young, I think you already know the answer to that. Now, reach out your hand. Remember their connection to her. Don't let your memory slip through your fingers.
Ah, okay. What I do?
I expected, Mr. Young. That's the gallant figure I wished to see you cut. I'm not sure you'd call it a reward, but I've placed a memory left by her in your house. That memory belongs to you, Mr. Young. Ha 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 ha.
One of the memories is in my house. Just who is this man? Sebastian the Sleuth, a weekly set of 2 15-minute animated episodes, meaning he solved 2 crimes a week for the entire run of the show. Now that's what I call a super sleuth.
David, I miss you. It's quiet at night and I sit listening to the clock tick, marking the time until you visit me. Then after you visit and leave for work, It's the worst feeling. Knowing I'm going to be lonely for another day. I sometimes wish you'll never come at all. Today's your first promotion since you joined the force, isn't it? I hope you're out right now celebrating. Have fun. It must be first promotion too. Congrats to both of you. I hope you're proud, cause I am. Being able to sleep in my own bed still feels like a small victory. If I learned anything these past 2 years, it's to look at everything as a gift, even the painful things. This sickness might be fate's way of telling me to keep on living. It's a different gift to handle, but as long as you're in my life, I think I can win. Right now, I'm looking forward to the both of us drinking a cold beer in the not too distant future, celebrating that my disease is in remission for good. Okay. David, I've got a secret. I'm smiling because I want to tell you so badly and I can't wait until you're home tonight. I was so excited when I found out that I left home immediately and came straight home. Left work. Couldn't stand to be around so many people and not tell them the news. Almost there now. Almost there now. Me. I want you, David, to be the first one to know our secret. Amanda's been unusually affectionate toward today for some reason. I wonder if animals can detect a pregnancy before people can. They say cats have extra senses. I know I'm not supposed to be excited before things are much further along. There's still so much that could go wrong, and my friends say you shouldn't jinx your luck by talking about it too early. I just can't stop smiling. I never thought of myself as a mother before. I don't even remember my mother's face. I wonder if she was as nervous as I am now. Well, I do know one thing. You'll be a great dad, David. I love sharing my life with you. Let's head out on this adventure together. All the love in the world. It's a D. Go. Let's go. lately, and I'm sorry I haven't been totally honest with you. Please don't worry. The only reason I haven't told you is because I know everything will be alright. Yesterday morning, when I was in the bathtub, I noticed the water stinking with blood. I sense it's my disease coming back. Last night I lay in bed with my hand on my stomach, feeling the baby kick. It's true, I'm a little afraid, but I'm optimistic. With you by my side, making me laugh, it keeps me strong. The doctor told me in cases like mine, many women agree to terminate the pregnancy for the sake of their health, but this baby is a gift. I smile every day because I know she's on her way into the world. I already love her more than anything, and I know someday soon you and I are going to be holding her together. Love from your lucky Clover. Keep you, Clover.
I haven't held a hockey stick once since little Peggy died. Little Peggy.
If this one's a boy, I bet he'll be a hockey player. If she's a girl, maybe she can be a cheerleader, like I was. I just hope she'll find a husband who's as wonderful as you are. Oh, hey, listen to this, David. My father used to play hockey too, when he was younger. Can you imagine that? That stern, scholarly father of mine, playing hockey.
Little Peggy. All the men from around here either play hockey or sail yachts.
Galapagos of the Far East Japan. Samurai, shogun, geisha, Fujiyama, sushi, teriyaki. All of these words are now part of the English language, but all of them are original Japanese. They are Western. When we Westerners hear words like these, we feel a sense of oriental mystery, pumping our exotic fantasies of the land of the rising sun half the world away. Located in the far east of Asia, a small island off the coast of the Eurasian continent, Japan is sometimes called the Galapagos of the Far East. This is because Japan has a tendency to create its own unique culture, specific only to Japan, such as the Japanese language and samurai warriors. This development cut off from the rest of the world and also being an island have led to parallels being drawn with the Galapagos. You might be surprised at just how many areas of life the unique approach taken by Japan has reached. Language, lifestyle and culinary culture are a given, but cutting-edge technology encompassing the arts, education, public organizations, religion, entertainment, and even sexual behavior can all be said to have progressed down their own unique path. From the Japanese sword of ancient times to the smartphone OS of today, everything is based on a different DNA from what you will find in the countries of the West. When you first visit Japan, you may well experience feelings much like Charles Darwin did when he discovered the mysteries of life at the Galapagos, coming into contact as you surely will with the mysteries of the East. You could ride a train packed to 150% capacity, surrounded by suits-wearing salaryman drones. Finally climb off at your desired station to be welcomed by a fog of tobacco smoke. Escape from the bustle into a side street and find yourself surrounded by the teenagers they called Yankees. Look a little too intensely at the night school student operating her smartphone with one hand and steering her bike with the other, and have a housewife with her baby in her shopping basket below blow a safety whistle at you. Cover a bowl of rice with fermented beans and then eat it with raw eggs. Put on an anime t-shirt and take a stroll through the bright lights of the city. Check the weather forecast every day and always take an umbrella out if it's going to rain. Clean your car like it's your living room. Wear a mask even though you aren't sick. Complain about politics but never actually vote. Kill a whale and eat it. Okay, we're getting off track here. Whatever you encounter, there's no doubt that Galapagos of the Far East, Japan, would practically overload your senses. If your interests have been piqued but you're still not convinced about the airplane part of the question, why not pay a visit to the Museum of Fine Arts, Boston? While you won't be able to experience being surrounded by salarymen, they do have a large selection of Japanese art, from Buddhist sculptures and calligraphy to scrolls, painting and modern art. Why not surround yourself in these works of art and get a taste of the distant Galapagos of the Far East? Advertisement. How glass plays a vital supporting role in the movies. Glass windows that shatter amid a spray of bullets, drinking glasses that smash during a rousing bar brawl, the stained glass ceiling that the protagonist gets thrown through, or that shop window that the car smashes into. Smashing and shattering shards of glass are a vital part of every action movie. But just why do the movies love to break so much of the stuff? There's a variety of reasons, of course. During a pitched gun battle, for example, shattering glass can help to highlight the danger of the situation. The sound of breaking glass and the resulting fragments stimulate the sense of the audience, while the tiny jagged pieces that rain down on the characters only place them in greater heightened peril. On the other hand, sense of jumping through glass plays a variety of different meanings upon the shatter plane. It could be the appearance of an important new character, an escape from danger, or an encroaching terror. In all cases, glass shatters to provide loud noise and flying fragments. Sound and fragments, these are the two roles that glass plays so well in the movies. With the memory of my wife, you.
dive into the world of the past by touching mementos. Don't ask me how it works. But there's no doubt that I'm going back into the actual past. After losing my memory, I didn't immediately start diving into the past. After trying every possible treatment and realizing recovery was hopeless, I exchanged my despair for this gift. When I'm diving back in time, and I fall asleep or lose consciousness, this is where I come back to. Even I don't know why, but it's surely some kind of sign.
Being cramped up is...
What?
But I...
Did the courier and the marshal come through? Why don't...
What?
He's fatally wounded. Marshal, you were planning this from the beginning, weren't you? Now I have all of the puzzle pieces.
Fucking with my fake eye, weren't you? Trying to take it while I was sleeping? Is that your ass or your head?
Man is far more than just his looks.
Don't tell me.
My wife understood that well.
Revenge?
That's it. That's what happened.
Spit it
out. The name of your boss. Now!
That's some serious shit, man.
Derek Buchanan! Just give it up. You're gonna die here either way. Now I understand everything. The reason you're so focused on real blood cases. And the reason your wife is so much younger than you in that picture. And even the identity of my attacker. You aren't the D I'm chasing. You've been following real blood cases in order to avenge your family. Your family was killed by a real blood user, perhaps. So you swore to wipe out everyone involved with real blood. Well, Marshal, have I got it right?
What the hell do you know?
More than you'd think. I lost my beloved wife, too. Marshal, listen. Just give up on the revenge. None of this'll bring back your family. I, on the other hand, can change the past. Your family might not even have to die. So please, give me that evidence.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't you fuck with me! Change the past? Who's gonna believe that bullshit?
Do you have any idea how much I've suffered over these last 10 years? You're just some punk!
You have no right to say anything about my family!
I'm not giving him up, or the evidence. If you want it so bad, you'll have to take it by force!
Marshal, enough! Marshal! AG Flight 117 to Boston. And a different flight to Washington, D.C. The other D, who was on board both of these flights. You're the one I should have been after. Codename Delta. Philip Cheney!
That's cheating.
Well, Mr. David Young. A shame you didn't work it out sooner. Now, how may I help you? Die!
What? Yeah. I'm going my default clothes in this cutscene. Come on. Oh boy.
The photograph
Also refusing to wear his costume.
Dr. Oldman.
That thing we discussed. I've arranged it, just like you wanted. Now will you be able to meet my expectations?
Okay. So, there we are. That's it for today. I'm excited. I can't wait. The game is very bad in some cases, but so fun in others. So over the top. I can't wait. I'm also hooked on the story. I like it. Well, that was it. Bye.